Yo, Fellas Corner. Welcome to our special Fellas Corner Fantasy Football, Episode 1. Let this rock, baby. Two more days till football.
Oh, man. 2 days.
2 more days. Kansas City versus Houston. Kansas City versus Houston. All right, what's up, OG?
What's good, D? How you doing?
Chilling.
Damn, we're doing something different today.
Yeah, we're doing something different.
Something midweek.
Yeah, midweek. Makes sense, you know?
Yo, it's the holidays right now. Fantasy football, NFL.
True. You just did our draft on Sunday.
Yeah. So we're doing the Fellas Corner Fantasy Football Edition. It's going to be fun. We're going to talk about all the good players, the bad players, the sleepers, the waivers, the overrated, the underrated, all of that. And then, like I said, like I can give you advice. You can take notes. You can see why I'm the two-time.
2 times?
Yeah.
So my question is, how long you been playing fantasy football?
Let's see. So 2012 I won. 2 years.
How long you been playing fantasy football?
I'm trying to do the math.
You trying to do winning. How long you been playing?
I'm trying to do the math.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the math. So let's say 12, 13 years, something like that. 12, 13
And how many times you won?
I won twice, finished second one. So 3 times I was in the top 2.
So in your mind, that because you won twice in 13 years, you think you're a champ.
Here's the thing, man.
Oh, yeah, let me hear this.
You can ignore all the other years.
Okay.
I won 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
So in the last 2 years, I have a 50% success rate. Okay? Okay?
I can say this. Listen, bro.
Okay. How many times have you won?
Last 10 years, 5 times.
5 times. I'll give you props.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So why
That's
you
good.
think you're a champion?
Because I won 2 years ago and I won, 8 years ago. That's what.
Do you understand I won 5 times the last 10 years?
Yeah, but you won 5 times in this league where, what? Would you consider them really, know-it-alls?
Yeah, they actually...
Because this is the truth right here.
Yeah,
this league, the 30 dozen. This is the
this
league.
league is the truth.
This is the league. This is the league.
Okay.
Like last
I don't believe that.
how'd you do last year? You struggled a little bit.
Yeah, I just struggle.
You struggled because
it was a bad decision.
It's tough to pick up waivers in our league because players know what they're looking at.
So
who they get.
why you think your league is number 1? You think your league is number 1 in the whole world?
Nah. Well, I don't know the other leagues out in the world.
So if you don't know the other leagues, how you think your league is the best?
Because I know this league is tough. I know these
How
players.
you figure?
I know these dudes.
Some people don't even watch that. I had a game once.
So if this league is not good, would you have done better?
But I won another league.
No, I'm saying do you feel like you should have done better?
No, it doesn't matter. That's the same thing. If I said that you should have done better those last 12 years.
Oh, two championships.
Did you win last year? Did you win last year?
I didn't win last year.
What was your record?
I was 6-5.
Okay. You went to the playoff?
I finished in the 7th spot. No, I lost.
So we don't even want to talk about champ.
Yeah, I got you.
And we don't even gonna talk about champ. That's like me saying I'm Steph Curry. I was a champion 3 years ago. But who was last year's champ? Kawhi Leonard.
That's right.
So now I'm saying.
Well, now he's the middle finger.
Yeah, you saw that block in the middle
index.
finger. But there's neither here or there. It's football talk. So, how you feel like you did on your draft?
Oh, I feel good. I think I got the sleeper in Kyle Murray. I think he's the guy that will be the Patrick Mahomes of
Kyle Murray.
Yeah, 3-4 years ago. Well, 3 years ago, right? Is that when Patrick Mahomes started his game?
Who's your run? But so you got Kyle Murray. Who do you think he's gonna throw to?
Well, that's obvious, right? Hopkins.
They're gonna double Hopkins, man.
Okay, then you got Christian Kirk.
Do you get Christian Kirk?
I like him. If not, Larry Fitzgerald, he's still a good player.
I don't trust 2-year, second-year players.
That's fine. You know what? There's always a plan D.
What's the plan D? Where's the plan B?
Plan B. Christian Kirk.
Who's your backup quarterback then?
For me on my squad.
Yeah.
Well, let me get into my plan D.
Yeah.
Kenyon Drake.
But your quarterback is going to be your anchor of your whole team.
Of course, but my point is that you get the most points with touchdowns. If you have a really good running back, you can throw screens. If you're down to the 5-yard line, you can do a little dump pass to him. And
But you don't have Kenyon Drake. So if
I don't, but I have Kyle Murray. That's my point.
Well, you know who have Kenyon Drake?
You.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
that means you must be happy.
I don't even need you to do anything to give me points. You could keep on passing to
but
me
I
all
can get
care
that
about.
6. I can get. Here's the thing: if I'm in the red zone, I'm talking about Kyle Murray. If I have him in the red zone, it's either he's going to Kenyon Drake, he's going to Christian Kirk, or he's going to Hopkins. He's going to run it in. Either way, I'm getting that 6.
You know the problem with having a second-year quarterback is expectations. It doesn't work out. Expectations is tough. They might fold. This is not college. This is NFL.
You know who won the 50 touchdown when he was in the second year?
Who?
Patrick Mahomes.
That's his big. First of all, this technically was his third year, but
It's his second because the first year he played game 14.
Yep.
So you don't really consider that his first year.
I consider that his first year.
Well, I'm gonna throw it to a quick side note here. Like Blake Griffin, he won the rookie of the year in his second year because he didn't play the first.
But
year.
I get it. But think
same thing with Ben Simmons.
But think about like the football.
Yeah.
The reason why he was so successful.
Yeah.
Who you has as a coach?
Andy Reid.
But who Kyler Murray has as a coach? A college football guy.
Yeah.
Like you really
That's
trust.
crib, though.
You
He
really
really does.
trust that guy compared to Andy Reid. Andy Reid is probably one of the best offensive coach ever lived.
Brilliant mind.
Yeah, like you know how Bill Belichick have defense, Andy Reid have offense.
He does.
So you really think in your mind that Kyle Murray is going to be great the second year for fantasy football wise?
For fantasy football, I believe so, 100%.
One thing I know about quarterbacks in fantasy football, you got to have consistency because they no matter what, all you need is 20 points from a quarterback. That's all you need. The most important position in fantasy football is running back.
Absolutely.
Running back, and that will make or break you.
And I think the fact that he has Kenyon Drake, that can give him a lot of options.
Hey, it doesn't benefit
The play
you.
action is always great.
But it don't
when you have
benefit
a
you.
great running back.
It
Or at least a
benefits
really
me.
good one.
It benefits me.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
But I have a top 4, top 5 player that I feel is going to be
Top 5 what?
He was ranked, I think, number 5 in
Quarterbacks?
Yeah. In this year's fantasy, he was
So
ranked number
you
5.
think he's really top 5?
Yeah, he is top 5.
I understand what they think, but you think top 5?
Well, if I didn't think he wasn't, I would have drafted him.
So I got like 10 people ahead of him. Like 4, actually 7 people. I'm not going to say 10.
7 QBs
7
above him?
QBs ahead of him.
Yeah, give me
Patrick
the name.
Mahomes,
Okay.
Lamar Jackson,
I agree.
Russell Wilson,
Yeah, I agree.
Tom Brady,
No way. Okay, go ahead.
Tom Brady,
Okay.
Carson Wentz,
No way.
Dak Prescott,
Possibly.
Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott,
Yeah.
and this might be controversial, but I think Matt Ryan.
50-50 on Matt Ryan.
I put Kyler Murray ahead of
Because Matt
Ben.
Ryan, every year he's a great QB.
Yeah.
He just throws the ball.
He's a hit or miss. He's a hit or miss.
Yeah, he's a hit or miss. Most of the time he's hitting. As a fantasy QB.
I could tell you who's going to be the sleeper quarterback for the first week.
Go.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. He starts off well. Every year he starts off great. Then he just slows down. Then
Yeah, he does.
Teddy
Well-
Bridgewater might be another sleeper.
Teddy could be, especially with that nice Carolina
Yep.
offense now.
Because you got Christian McCaffrey, number one
Robbie Anderson. He's
number one player in the fantasy football. Christian
And
McCaffrey.
Robbie Anderson, he's actually really quick. He's quick. I think he did like a 4.4,
Yeah.
4.35, something like that, and a 40 yards. So
I just
he
think-
definitely has the weapon.
I just don't think Kyler Murray is gonna be top 7. Top 10, yeah, but top 7, that's a stretch.
top 5, and
Definitely
like I
not
said,
top 5.
He was, but and then,
You will take Kyler Murray over Carson Wentz.
yes,
That's a tough.
he has more
that's
weapons.
Tough.
He has more weapons easily.
That's tough.
Easily more weapons. He can also run better than Carson Wentz. He's less injury prone than Carson Wentz.
But I get it. Kyler Murray is a small quarterback. Yeah, I don't think so. We'll see. The first two weeks, you're gonna notice a big difference.
Yeah, exactly.
First 2 weeks.
And the fact that he has arguably one of the top 3 wide receivers, all you got to do is just get it to Hopkins, and he can just take it from there.
True.
Like who's Wentz is what? Zach
Zach Ertz.
Ertz.
You got Alshon Jeffrey
They
too.
got just Ruger.
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, they got Ruger.
They don't have that much great quarterbacks, but I can tell you this: they're gonna try to throw it.
Miles Sanders, they have him.
Miles Sanders. See, I got Miles Sanders at one of my leagues for running back. Matter of fact, I got him in this league too. Got him in this league.
I got you. Well, all right. So who's yours? Who's your best pick?
You know what? I'm gonna go with. I don't know. That's a good question.
Now, Kyle Murray, keep in mind, was not my best pick. he's gonna be my like sleeper pick. So I'm asking you, who's your sleeper pick? Because we're not going with the number one pick. Because if whoever's your number one pick is supposed to be your best pick, it's the guy that you got of great value at some point in the later draft.
DK Metcalf. I think that's my
Big
sleeper.
dude, quick guy, right?
You know why?
Tyler
Because
Lockett is gonna probably slide to the 2 spot. Or
Carson, the running back for Seattle Seahawks was struggling last year. He got a lot of fumbles. I think they're gonna start passing a little bit more because they have to. They have to pass a little bit more compared to what they did before. Because they used to just run it, and then Russell Wilson has to be dominant in that whole offense. Because in order for him to win, you can't have Russell Wilson just trying to always catch up because they run so much and then they go down and he has to catch up. They have to be more dominant in that offense.
Yeah, but the thing with that offense is that it's a run heavy offense,
and that's his problem.
Right?
But you know,
you got Penny, you got.
But you know the funny thing is, it's a run heavy offense, and Russell Wilson still.
Is Devontae Freeman, was he still on that lineup or was he cut?
Devontae Freeman's in. He left Atlanta. I don't know where he at right now.
Well, he was in the practice squad or whatever.
Not even that. The fact that Russell Wilson, they have a run heavy offense, and he still was top 5 quarterback last year, and fantasy points. So think about it: run heavy offense and still top 5.
Because he's great.
Yeah,
he's great.
Yeah, I guarantee you put that ball in that guy's hand, you'll win more games. That's all they have to do. Put the ball in that guy's hand, you'll win more games.
He's outstanding. I mean, that's why when we talked about in the last episode of Fellas Corner, you said who do I think is going to go Super Bowl? I feel it's going to be Seattle. I think Russell Wilson. He's the best leader in NFL. So
back to the quarterback, Deshaun Watson. Why would you put Deshaun? You got to put Deshaun Watson ahead of Kyler Murray.
Well, going back to the list, right? So the list was Mahomes, was what is it? Baltimore's QB. I'm just drawing a blank real quick.
Baltimore QB? Yeah. That's Lamar Jackson.
I just draw a quick blank real quick. I don't know. I think he was too quick in my mind. He ran too quick.
Too quick.
Yeah, exactly. So then Russell Wilson would be 3.
Yep.
Watson would be 4, and then Kyle Murray was 5. But I'm saying that was how it was ranked.
I hear you, but
I'm saying he's my sleeper. I think he's going to be better than Watson because he took Watson.
Better than Watson.
He took Watson as a wide receiver.
I don't think so.
He took his wide receiver. He took his man.
I hear you, but I just don't think he'll be better than Watson.
He's going to be better than Watson.
That's a little crazy. You know who's that?
Now you know who my backup QB is?
Who?
Aaron Rodgers.
He's not a great fantasy football quarterback.
He's good for that bye week.
I just don't think he's a great fantasy football quarterback. He's never been too safe.
He's never been.
Too safe. Safe.
Yeah, I mean, what's great with him is that he doesn't throw a lot of interceptions.
Yeah, but
he doesn't really throw the ball.
If you're getting 15 points every time, it don't make sense. I'd rather he throws interceptions so he could start throwing the damn ball more. 15 points or 12 points is not going to cut it. He had 1 week of 4 touchdowns. All of a sudden, next week 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah, and then I think it's also a tough division too.
And as I said before,
Minnesota always has a great defense. Chicago's defense is still, I think, one of the best. But
I said before, when it comes to quarterbacks, we need points. It's not about being. I don't care if you win the game. That's why Jameis Winston was so good because he wasn't winning the game, but he was always down. So he used to throw the ball like crazy.
Yeah, not only that too, he does have a really good arm. I mean, his arm he can throw. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know if he still has the same arms.
Yeah, I think he's still, but he's just too safe for me. Now, Jameis Winston, is one of those characters. He's a lot of throwing interception. He needs to stop throwing interception, but he used to sling it. He used to sling. That used to be the same thing with Andrew Luck. He used to sling the damn ball.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, even think about Peyton Manning. He was accurate, but he used to sling that ball. He used to get a lot of touchdowns. The running back was just an afterthought.
Yeah, it was
for
just
Peyton Manning.
Yeah, it was just like nothing.
As soon as you audible, that's when you get the running back. That's why when one time I won the fantasy football when I had Peyton Manning. And then when he came back from the injury, got 50 touchdowns that year.
Oh, yeah, the one he was with the Denver Broncos.
Oh, yeah. I had Emmanuel Sanders. I had the tight end Thomas. I was killing it that year because I knew that something special was going to happen.
Yeah, because and plus he's a great leader just for the way he audibles all the time.
I don't care about that. I'd rather a quarterback that's going to sling the ball. And I know Kyle Murray might sling the ball, but at the end of the day, I think he's going to struggle. Yeah, he's going to struggle a lot. Deshaun Watson is a dual threat. He can Deshaun Watson was Lamar Jackson before Lamar Jackson was Lamar Jackson.
He was. You talking about in Clemson he was or are you talking about his first year?
In the first year NFL MVP, no one knew what he was going to do.
No, not to that level. I mean, he pretty much took Michael Vick status as a runner and then grew about 5-6 inches. Yeah. And he can air it out just as good.
Deshaun Jackson did it really well. Yeah. So Patrick Mahomes obviously is one of the better quarterbacks for fantasy, but just the same thing with Tom Brady. You gotta if you go Tom Brady route, I always say every time I have Tom Brady, the first 6 weeks he's great. And after that, he just started running the ball, doing a lot of audibles because people know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He can't move. Not like he can move. He just audible and run the ball up the middle.
Well, I mean, the thing with Tom Brady is that he can never move. So it's not like you can kind of blame him for
he's
that.
stationary.
He's smart as can be.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
So
there's no other QB out there that's that smart.
A lot of people think he's gonna sling the ball all over Tampa Bay. No, you gotta. It's a different division. You're not playing against Miami here.
He's like the opposite Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
right? He throws it smart.
You're not playing against Miami. You're not playing against the AFC. You're playing against NFC. NFC kind of a little bit different. They do have a great defense on a lot of NFC. You have Seattle defense. You have New Orleans defense. A lot of blitz packages. Chicago defense. You have
the Rams.
That's what I'm saying. You got Aaron Donald gonna be coming after you, and then I'm pretty sure, even though Jameis Winston's struggling with Tampa Bay, he was getting a lot of sacks too. It's not like he was freaking. He was like shaking people.
I mean, he can move a little bit. You know,
Tom Brady can't move. Man.
No, we said Winston. I say
Winston. I'm talking about, and he got like, how many sacks he got?
Winston?
Yeah, he was sacked a couple of times. He was sacked more than a couple. Yes, but what do you think Tom Brady's gonna do? He think that because you brought Tom Brady in and then you have all these weapons is gonna change anything?
Well, the difference too is the decision making too. Winston would be in that pocket for way too long. Now you have Tom Brady. He has great weapons, with Gronk. He has obviously Evans.
But what do that change? Their decision making. Think about Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he knows that. He knows where to go before some of the players that even
think
get to
about
that
what
spot.
Aaron Rodgers. This is not. I understand Tom Brady's decision making, but we're gonna know this year if it was the system or was it Tom Brady.
It was always Tom Brady. You know that.
Nah, I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
Bill Belichick won Giants 2 Super Bowls because of his coaching.
Bill Parcells was the coach.
But that defense was the winner.
Lawrence Taylor is the best defensive player of all time.
The defense was the winner. The defense. Remember, they went against Buffalo, who had one of the highest rating offense in the league.
With Jim Kelly. I remember that. Yeah,
that defense was the winner. But besides the point, this is not Patriots football. This is Tampa Bay football. Totally different.
That's fine. But keep in mind that if you're going to bring up the 2 championships for the Giants, you got to bring up his years with Cleveland, too.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not talking about that. But you got to understand when Brady was injured and Matt Castle, for some reason, gave a good winning season. Although they missed the playoff,
they went 11-5 that year.
And that still kind of say something.
You know who got that 6th spot? Who took it from the Patriots?
Who, Miami?
You damn right.
Miami haven't been relevant since Jason Taylor. What was Jason Taylor? When was his last game?
That was, I'm thinking.
That was so long ago. I don't even want to talk about Miami. The only thing good about Miami right now is Miami Heat.
02-03 maybe?
The only thing good right now is Miami Heat.
Yeah.
Only thing right now.
I'm not a Heat fan, so I can't even celebrate.
So, you're Orlando. That's even worse. But that's besides the point. But enough. So, quarterback. We already got our quarterback. So, next is running backs.
My favorite, obviously.
So, it's obviously we got to figure out who's going to be the top. Who's your top 5 running back for fantasy football?
All right, so here's my top 5. So, obviously, Christian McCaffrey.
Of course.
You got Saquon Barkley.
Number 2.
Which I'm going to call it. I think Saquon will have a better year than McCaffrey.
You know what?
I like that's Jason
another.
Garrett coming to the offensive.
The problem with Saquon, I think he might have a better year
because he's not going to get hurt. Hopefully
Daniel Jones have a better year.
I could go that route.
Daniel Jones, it's all about Daniel Jones when it comes to Saquon Barkley.
When you have a QB that is in his second year. Mm-hmm. He's going to play better because he already understands the league. As I said before,
I don't know about software. Think about what Baker Mayfield.
We just talked about Lamar Jackson. We just talked about that.
That was a sophomore. He did great in his sophomore year, but there's a lot of them. Baker Mayfield struggled. Sam Darnold, you can say he struggled too. Mm-hmm. If you think about Josh Allen, all those, they struggle. Yeah. So I know, I get it. Yeah. Rosen, I get it, but it's all about Daniel Jones. Right. So who's your third?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, he's a hit or miss. I think he's more 5 than a third.
Okay, I can see that because who I'm going to put next, you can easily flip him. Dalvin Cook. I think the fact that you don't have Stephon Diggs in that lineup anymore. Yep. I think the Viking will focus a little bit more on the running game more so. Yep. Even though they got Jefferson, the rookie.
Adam Thielen was more Dalvin Cook. You know what? Stephon Diggs wasn't really I don't think he was a factor more than Adam Thielen.
Well, I think, but whatever part of that offense Stephon Diggs brought, the fact that he's gone, those percentage, those ball yardage percentage, that's gonna go somewhere. It's not gonna go to Thielen. Yeah. It's not gonna go to Kyle. Was it Randolph? It's not gonna go to the tight end, right? It's not gonna go to him. It's gonna go a little bit more to Delvin Cook and a little bit to.
So Jefferson. Who's number 4?
Number 4. This is a little bit tricky because, I like the rookie Herrera. I like him.
What about Alvin Kamara? Contract year.
That's the thing. Here's my issue with that is that Kamara, he's my second favorite player in the NFL, right?
Yep.
For whatever reason, I always feel like every year he's going to be the best running back that year because he has everything. He can catch, he can run, he's strong.
He was injured last year too.
Oh, yeah, but there's always that two-headed monster in New Orleans, right? If it was a Mark Ingram, it's now
is it Murray?
Yeah, Murray, exactly. So if it's not one, it's the other. So it's always going to be somebody there.
He's a catching running back.
He is a catcher, but he can also run through the tackles.
Oh, yeah, he's very fast.
It's like Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush could run through the tackles. Obviously, he was just more utilized as like more of that offset halfback to the sides. But he could have run through the corner.
So
I
say this about running backs. Take away Christian McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley. I love rookie running backs more than I love veteran running backs when it comes to that position. Rookies are much better because for some reason they come out the gate flying. Mm-hmm. Most of these rookies, it's just like they proven something because in the NFL that's just a descending position because people they don't really love the running backs like they love the quarterbacks and the wide receivers. Nah. So that's a descending position. They don't get paid as well. Nope. So the first year they play for a contract every year. For the first 3 years they play for a contract. That's so right. I just have a feeling a rookie is gonna do better, like the rookie from Kansas City, or even a rookie from Baltimore, Dobbins over here.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, right? I just have a feeling a rookie gonna have a great season.
Yeah, Dobbins, he played well for Ohio State. He was a really good. I don't even think he was a starter when the year started.
It's all about the rookies when it comes to running backs. Mm-hmm. I just don't feel like veterans are really worth. Mm-hmm. Besides, obviously, Christian McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley. Like, I even feel like Dalvin Cook shouldn't even be up there because I feel like something's going to happen. Mm-hmm. He's in a contract year. Mm-hmm. Then Kamara's in a contract year. Mm-hmm. Then who else?
Derrick Henry. He already has his
Derrick Henry will have it, but I have a feeling he's not going to be great until the end of the year. Mm-hmm. The beginning of the year, he's obviously, I think he's going to struggle. The end of the year, he's going to do phenomenal things. Mm-hmm. This guy just got Kareem Hunt just got an extension, 2-year extension.
Yeah, but he's part of Nick Chubb's.
Nick Chubb is like a workload, and I don't think he's gonna be a goal line back either. So it's just weird. Mm-hmm. Running backs are tough, but that will make or break your fantasy league. Mm-hmm. So you need a good.
Is that why you went with Miles Sanders? Because it's second year.
Yeah,
I didn't think he should have been.
The funny thing is, I think last year. And I didn't win any of my fantasy football last year. 2 years ago, I won two of my fantasy football. Last year, what killed me was my running backs. Mm-hmm. For some reason, in my mind, I said, let me get these nice wide receivers. Yeah. Then I noticed all my running backs was trash. Always trash. Wasn't great.
Who are your running backs? Do you remember?
Last year, I don't even know. I picked Damian Williams. Big Damian Williams from Kansas City. He was trash. He was injured most of the time.
He played only good in the playoffs.
Yeah, and then I picked Joe Mixon. He was injured most of the time.
Joe Mixon, he's a top 10.
Yeah, he's a top 10, but he was injured last year. He kind of killed me. I took you to pick Le'Veon Bell. He killed me.
Le'Veon Bell.
So it was one of the, that's why I don't trust the veteran running backs. It's all rookie running backs because I know every rookie running back went great. Now for wide receivers, they're not great with rookie wide receivers, but rookie running backs like they play for a contract, so they do really good.
Yeah, so for them, it's that third year is that when it's money time, and then either they're gonna hold out or otherwise they're gonna get that extension. Because Mixon, I think he just got an extension.
Yeah, got an extension. Year, everybody getting paid. Everybody getting paid.
So now, out of all the running backs, who's your sleeper?
My sleeper is Miles Sanders.
He's not your first pick, though, was he?
He was.
Oh, really?
He's my sleeper.
Okay.
Because, for some reason, they're going to try to make, since they don't have a backup like Nick Foles or they don't have like certain backups, they're going to try to run the ball more. They can't give that Carson Wentz the ball too much.
No, they're not going to.
They don't have a lot of great wide receivers either. So
and Alshon Jefferson is, Jeffrey is, his status is still up in the
air. So it's going to be a dump and run. It's going to be a lot of dump and runs.
I can see that, but it just something tells me that they're going to pick up somebody.
Or if it's not him, J.K. Dobbins. He's going to be a sleeper. Any of or Kansas.
He's not starter though. I think they're still gonna focus on Ingram.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe the first half of the season.
Yeah, he will
flip it and go.
Ingram's gonna lose his job. I have a feeling Ingram's gonna lose his job.
Yeah.
And then the running back for KC.
Yeah.
I just have a feeling that by the time the fourth game, he might be a little bit. That's why you might have to get him off of a trade. I think a lot of people have been picking him up, so it's not like you can't. I don't think you can get him off a waiver wire right now.
So my favorite, if we're going the rookie running back route, I like Jonathan Taylor. I think he's outstanding.
Yeah,
he's going to be the backup in was it Detroit? He's going to be the backup.
Yep.
No, that's DeAndre Swift. He's going to be the backup.
The Indianapolis rookie too.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor. He's a Colts. He's a backup to the Colts. Right? Yep. So he's going to be the I guess maybe the bruiser third down or whatever it may be, third down back or pass blocking back.
Yep.
But I think he's going to be a really good player too. Yep. I like Dobbins. I like J.K. Dobbins, but I think Jonathan Taylor, he's going to end up being the best rookie running back this year.
Yep. Now, obviously, you got to finish with now is the wide receivers. There's not. I don't think it's a make or break with wide receivers. One thing about wide receivers, you could kind of play a waiver wire with the wide receivers, or you could play the trade market. Because wide receivers is like a hit or miss too, but at the end of the day, it's every week is somebody new. Mm-hmm. So one person gets hot, and then you think that you can get him, and all of a sudden he's cold off the waivers, and then he's
Hill
cold.
Was picked off the waivers, that, right?
Yeah, you could do really good with
Devontae Parker before right when he blew up last year in that 4 or 5 games, he was off the waivers.
So the normal is always the first 3 that you should always pick is Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, Hopkins. and Hopkins. I don't think Tyreek Hill is like a definite first 3, but the Hopkins, Julio Jones, and Michael Thomas. Then you get the second tier of Tyreek Hill, Odell Beckham Jr. might be. It might be Godwin. Chris Godwin or Chris Evans. I don't know who you should pick. Mike Evans. I don't know who you should pick first, Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. And that's
always a flip.
Yeah, that's a flip. Then you got those third tiers. Everybody like the Brown from freaking Holiday.
This Thielen.
Thielen. You can say Thielen
to some degree. Cooper Kupp.
It's so much.
Robert Woods is probably gonna move up to maybe that second.
I have a Robert Woods on one of my fantasies.
Especially without Brandon Cooks, I think he definitely will be.
Wide receiver is a Cooper Kupp. So wide receivers, I can't even talk. It's going to be decent this year.
Yeah, Robinson, I think, is going to be outstanding in Chicago again, especially with Nick Foles throwing the ball.
CC, if the rookie CD Lamb, you have, I don't like that rookie.
Jerry Jeudy, you're talking about him?
Not Judy. Judy's all right. Ruggs, is it Ruggs?
Henry Ruggs III?
Yeah, I just don't know about the Raiders.
I think so. I think, he's taking a spot for what Antonio Brown was supposed to be.
I have a feeling that Wheeler is going to have a bigger impact than Ruggs.
Maybe, because the tight end spot, he's going to be the main guy for Derek Carr. So
I just don't trust Derek Carr. I don't trust Derek Carr.
It's more Gruden than Carr. I think Gruden kind of dictates. Like he is a coach obviously now, but when he was a coach for the Raiders before, when they made it to the Super Bowl with Tampa, same thing. And I think he was close.
Well, you think he
was always the offensive guy.
Well, you think you think Derek Carr gonna get benched in the half of the season?
No, he can't. He's better than Mariota. I wouldn't put Mariota in.
Mariota is the backup.
He's the backup. He's way better. So I wouldn't go that way. And plus, you know what? Here's the other thing too. This is the Vegas year. So now they're the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
So I think for them, they need that QB face that puts stability into the team. And it's just more of the fan following. You don't want to kind of have that back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, is he the starter? Is he not the starter? If anything else, if let's say they suck, they'll cut him, draft a QB, and then just take it.
I don't know. Odell Beckham Jr. does have
out of Clemson. I think the long hair guy, Trevor Lawrence. I
don't think Raiders. Trevor Lawrence is definitely going to be either. I think
Well, Jacksonville's probably the team that's going to suck.
Yeah,
that's why Leonard Fournette.
But Minshew's going to have that one. But you know what? I just don't. I think Odell Beckham Jr. might have a big year this year. He's focused right now. He's focused.
Here's the thing with Odell. I think he's probably the best first 2 or 3 games receiver of all time. And then after that, he just collapsed after that.
He didn't do it for the Giants for the first 2 years.
Giants, he was pretty consistent, but I think he just liked Eli, and I think they just had a good relationship. Yeah. But then wasn't it because of Eli that he got traded? Was that?
No, at the end he probably got traded for Eli because he think Eli was a little bit aging, and then he needed time to get out of there.
Animosity, or otherwise they didn't want all like
that.
But
you're a wide receiver. It's a quarterback league. Yeah. You're a wide receiver, bro. It's a quarterback league. Yeah.
I mean, the funny thing about it, he's playing with his best friend, Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, they said
so. You would think that he would be having like one of his best careers right now.
You would think.
You would think for him they would bring back like that duo that they had at LSU, but it's actually more like he plays, and plus he's also locked in with his contract, right? He had like 47 whatever guarantee. He's locked in with the contract.
I wouldn't be surprised if this Cleveland Browns horrible this year. They trade him or he goes away. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, it depends if some team's gonna want to.
Football contract is not really guaranteed. They don't really care too much about it unless it's fine print, no trade clause, is not guaranteed.
Hey, do you think this is the year that Julian Edelman crashes and is out of like relevancy?
Julian Edelman out of relevancy for about 3 years.
I think he was always pretty good.
The only relevance is because Tom Brady made him relevant because he was the only probably reliable wide receiver that he had for the last 3 years.
Yeah, he was reliable, but without Tom Brady, we get to see how he really is.
The biggest question is Julian was a Hall of Famer, which I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
I have to look at the numbers. I can just answer that right away.
The number is not there. It's the playoff number. You could probably argue that the playoff numbers is great.
Yeah, because he was always reliable.
Yeah,
I mean, other than that, he was always making them like with Atlanta. He caught that catch in the third quarter that essentially brought them back.
Yeah, the playoff numbers are there.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if you think about it, Tom Brady was great with slot receiver. Look at before Julian Edelman, the guy who went to Denver. It was
Wes Welker.
Wes Welker. Look how great he was.
Troy Brown.
So it's just Tom Brady made him relevant.
That's right.
Julian Edelman is not a Hall of Famer in my opinion, because if he has a MVP. Go ahead. That's like you arguing that Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer, and he's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Because no matter what, he's a quarterback. That's one reason. 2 MVPs. He beat one of the greatest teams of all time.
Well, he also has the stats.
And he has stats. Top 10. If you look at his numbers, top 10 in stats in the whole league. And a lot of people forgot about that. But
yeah, the other thing too is what they always say. If you take that guy out of history of NFL, whether it be NFL, NBA, whatever, you take that guy out of the history, could you still tell the story of that league without that guy? You couldn't without Eli. You could without Julian Edelman.
Yeah, you could. I forgot about Julian Edelman even exists right now. So
I'm just saying, without Tom Brady, he's very popular, obviously here in New England. Maybe, and I'm not a New England Patriot fan, but I know he's obviously very popular here.
But you know how many people popular in New England? A lot of people. Aaron Hernandez was popular in New England too. Well, look what happened.
That's a different type of popular.
Yeah. So he was a popular. Everybody was
popular. I think he was just more known than anything else.
Can't be killing
everywhere
people.
They seen him, they're like, I know you up until
exactly
he did what he did.
But I don't know. So what's next? Tight ends.
Tight ends for me is always the most confusing position in my years of drafting.
You only have like 1 or 2 tight ends that you can rely on. The rest of them is just all blocking and it's kind of getting on my nerves, tell you the truth.
It does.
I wish they didn't even have it in because you only have Kittle and Kelsey. That's the only one. And who else? You can say Ertz and you can say Randolph.
Hooper too.
But
and Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews had a really good year.
Yeah, but they're great for 1 or 2 games, and then for some reason they just disappeared. So I hate tight ends. I can't stand tight ends
too. But the thing about tight ends is that if you do a better job of drafting your tight end than another player, there's your advantage. So if you have Kelsey and you're going against somebody who has, let's say, Hayden Hurst, right? Yeah. Then you're going to win that tight end matchup every matchup.
You know who was a sleeper last year? Ebron.
Eric Ebron? Yeah.
He used to, he be coming out of nowhere and be getting touchdowns. Yeah. I had him, I always feel like every time I put a tight end, I'm going to catch the L on the tight end side. So, but when I had him on, it was just these weird, and then I try to have Evan Ingram, and he's like a hit or miss. He drops the ball, he get injured so much, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with these tight ends? Yeah, sometimes I'm about to lose by 2 points, and all he needs is like a 10-yard with 1 catch, and boom, can't even get that.
Yeah.
So I get so annoyed at tight ends. It's ridiculous.
Do you see Gronk coming back to some success? Like, I mean, do you see him doing anything?
No, I think O.J. Howard is a safe bet, and I know a lot of people are gonna.
There's also
draft.
Cameron Brate. He's also there.
Yeah, but I think
Cameron Brate had a better year than O.J.
But
Howard.
the good thing, he did,
and he was liked more.
Yeah,
by
but
Bruce
the
Arians.
good thing about Tom Brady, he actually is very successful with 2 tight end sets. Think about it. We talk about Aaron Hernandez.
That's right.
And when he had Gronk and Aaron Hernandez, that was a tough. When they was playing the Super Bowl with New York Giants, you know how scared I was that Aaron Hernandez and Gronk was there?
For one little while, he was better than Gronk.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, he was quicker. He was could catch better.
Sideline catches. Yeah, outstanding. You couldn't defend him. He was too big and then too quick. Yeah, but if you're a safety, you're not going to overpower. If you're a corner, you don't even bother.
But I just don't know if I really wish. I think O.J. Howard would be the best bet. in that.
Yeah, but
that
like I said, last year Cameron Brate had a better
that's
year.
last year though. That's last year. This
I'm
is
saying
this year.
You forward that into this year, and then now you add Gronk into the mix. You know, Tom Brady's
And
best
OJ Howard was
friend.
injured. OJ Howard was injured most of the year too.
But I'm saying when he played, because I know for a fact.
But he was injured. So when you're injured, they don't really.
I'm saying there were games that he wasn't injured.
No, he was injured probably most of the year.
Well, I don't know if it was most of the year.
It was most of the year.
A lot.
Yeah,
but he wasn't Cameron Brate.
But think about it. Well, usually when somebody injured, especially in a tight end, they don't make you play that much because you got to kind of get back into swing of things. Just like anywhere, if you're injured, you don't play that. That's why Cameron Brate was probably there, and obviously
he played better. I'm just saying the games that OJ Howard played, he was starting. I'm saying in the game on the field, Cameron Brate got more looks. He was more involved.
But he was there most of the time. That's what I'm trying to say. He was there. 80% of the season, he was there.
That's fine. But I think even adding Gronk to the mix, I don't see OJ Howard being that much better.
Yeah, so he's supposed to have a breakout year this year.
He should.
He's quicker. He's taller.
Yeah.
And he's a much, right now, he's much athletically, he's better than Gronk at the moment.
He definitely should be.
Yeah, but we'll see about that.
We could have said Todd Gurley should have been like a great running back last year.
Todd Gurley have degenerate knee problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his problem. He either needs to retire or he needs to go.
That's too bad because he really just dropped.
Yeah, he big time. Ever since the Super Bowl.
Oh, how do you go from being the number 2 draft pick 3 years ago? Right,
he's still good. Once he get sometime he was doing good last year for the first 4 games, and then all of a sudden they kind of got rid of him off the. And then
it's that money, it's that contract.
Well, Rams was horrible too. At the same time, Jared Goff was kind of. I just don't think Jared Goff was. He shouldn't have that money.
No, not that money.
Yeah.
But the team is in LA, right? You need they need to compete with the Lakers.
Yeah.
And at that point, you had he was actually pretty good as a QB.
For that 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year. Yeah, Aaron Donald.
Well, he had like 50 touchdowns that 1 year, or 40-something, 40-something. It was
a
lot. I remember I watched Jared Goff versus Patrick Mahomes that year, and they went on at it. That score was like 50-something to 60.
Oh, you're talking about that game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that Monday night game?
Yeah.
Oh, it was, I think it was like 55
it was a Rams won.
Field goal won. It was a field goal.
And Rams won.
It was 55 to 52. I think it was.
I don't know, but Rams won. They went crazy.
Oh yeah, so, I mean he was outstanding. So you got to give him props. It's funny too because you have Aaron Donald, the best defensive player, and then he gives up that points from the line.
Well, like I'm saying, just because there's only one person, they double him. They double him, sometimes triple him.
Yeah, which they do.
Yeah, and then you have to think about it. In order to a player like that, the way his kryptonite is just passing the ball.
Yeah,
so it's quick passes, and Patrick Mahomes is like the kryptonite.
Yeah, and he's too smart.
Yeah, you can't.
Not only that, he'll just throw them side passes.
Exactly.
No looks.
Yeah, come on, it's Patrick Mahomes there. Yeah. Like, Patrick Mahomes could run up the score really quick. You got to keep in mind when Patrick Mahomes lost that what was it the AFC Championship with that little offside. He was down for the first half, and he scored quick.
He came back.
He scored quick. He should have had 2 Super Bowls. He should have had 2 Super Bowls.
It's that off. Was it that jump off sides?
Yeah,
by defensive end. Yeah, that made the biggest difference to whether he has 2. But it doesn't matter. He's gonna have another 1, another 2, another 3.
So my question is, who's gonna have a better fantasy points this year? Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes?
That's the question. That's definitely a question.
Because Patrick Mahomes, keep in mind, Patrick was injured last year. That's the only reason I think he actually had less points.
It was a crazy injury, right? You saw
that kneecap. Oh, yeah.
Wow, that thing just shifted.
Oh, yeah.
And he came back, 2 games right after that?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, considering that the Ravens have a 2-headed monster in the running back, right? So that means they're gonna try to, at least I feel like that John Harbaugh is gonna try to keep the ball or keep as much of Lamar Jackson running as possible.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Mahomes.
Think so?
Mahomes. Yeah, I
think he got something to prove this year.
Who, Mahomes?
Yeah,
as far as what does he have to prove? He has a Super Bowl. He has an MVP. What is
he got a contract? Usually, when you have a contract, you fell off. You have something to prove.
The thing is guaranteed for at least 100. That
it doesn't matter.
Is
Everybody know what's a contract bug. As soon as you get a big contract, you fall off. Tell us which quarterback never falls off after a contract. Think about Matt Ryan, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Think about it. After a contract, people fall off all the time.
Dak Prescott definitely wants the contract, so I mean he's kind of in that prove it type scenario, that role with Cowboys. So I can see that. Mahomes, I don't see it. I say Mahomes is going to have a better year than Lamar Jackson fantasy point wise, maybe even real NFL wise. Yeah, I definitely see. I think Lamar Jackson is going to drop. I don't see. I think
he's going to drop.
I think Dak Prescott will have a better year than him.
I think he'll still have a great year, but I don't think he's going to have an MVP.
Watson will have a better year than. I'm talking fantasy wise. He'll have a better year than him.
Yeah, probably.
Like I think Kyler Murray will.
I don't know about that, but I think Dak Prescott might have a better year. Contract talks with so
not only that, I think the fact that the Cowboys, believe it or not, they have a better team.
We said this every year.
They have CeeDee
the last
Lamb,
3 years we've been saying
this.
this.
Gallup, they have Cooper.
Last 3 years we've been saying this.
Ezekiel, I mean,
we say it every year with them. They're gonna
other than Marcus Brown, Hollywood. Who's Jackson thrown to?
For the last 3 years,
Mark Andrews.
The last 3 years, all they needed was one more win to get to the playoffs. They was 8-8 last year, missed the playoffs. 2 years ago, what they did, missed the playoffs. 2-3 years ago, they made the playoff and lost. Like, come on, we can't have this. Every single year, we said they're gonna be great, and then they're never great.
This year they're gonna be good.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna be good.
Exactly. We say every year until they show up. That's when I say
the first thing. So the first one you got to look at who's their competition in the NFC East, right? So you have the Giants, you have the lowly red Washington team now. Right, and then the Eagles are good. The Eagles stole it from them.
But who's the competition every year?
So it's gonna be between the Eagles and obviously the Cowboys, right?
Yep.
So it's between the two. Between the two, Cowboys have a better team.
All you have to do is win 9 games in that NFC East. That's all you have to do. Win 9 games.
Some people put the blame on Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
Not on Dak, not on Ezekiel, obviously.
McCarthy, when he comes in,
Kellen Moore did a great job as a coordinator. They put the blame on Jason Garrett.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Now you got Mike McCarthy.
We're gonna keep on seeing. We're gonna keep on seeing who's gonna put the blame every year. Every year is the same story.
But like I said, the Cowboys have a better team around that.
Yeah, we said that every year.
Well, we're talking fantasy wise, right?
Fantasy,
Dak will have a better year.
Cantasy, the same shit. Every year is the same thing.
But Dak will have a better year than Wentz.
Probably. I put him as top over Wentz.
Okay, and then but you don't put him above Lamar Jackson.
Nah, I can't. Not yet. Because you know why?
You put Deshaun. Go ahead. Why?
Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, because even though Dak Prescott is great, I still think the focal point of that whole offense is Ezekiel Elliott.
It is, but that's what gives Dak like that like better opportunity, because you have
fantasy wise, I don't think so, because think about it, Deshaun Watson, Lamar.
You could have running back blitzes,
but
and then at that point, if you're doing a play action,
we're talking about fantasy though.
That's what I'm talking about. Fantasy,
yeah, but not opportunity wise, because
my point is that he can take it and run with it, and you're gonna get points that way. Or otherwise, he can just throw it. They got Jarwin, right? The new tight end. He's better.
I get it.
He's quicker.
For fantasy-wise, if a focal point is a running back, a quarterback is not really going to really do anything. That's why Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, because that's their focal point is that offense is Lamar Jackson, and Deshaun Watson. And then that's why Patrick Mahomes gets so much points, because they have the ball most of the time. When you have a running back like that, you just run the ball 3 times, hope for the best, and then it's Dak Prescott time. Yeah. And then you got to keep in mind too, and I think Amari Cooper is going to be great, but I think he's gonna fall down from like last year.
Well,
and then they have I'm looking to see that rookie, how that rookie gonna work, because if that rookie does crazy,
the team likes him a lot.
Oh yeah, and I just have a feeling it's gonna be a gritty type of team that the defense is gonna really wake up, because last year they was horrible. Last year they was horrible, and Ezekiel Elliott can't be as bad as last year. Yeah, he can't.
I'm not saying he's gonna be that much better than last year. I think he'll just be one of the top 5s. I think
he got paid and he started getting horrible.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit, but he had some good games too.
1 or 2.
Yeah,
1 or 2.
And then was it Tony, the backup, the running back?
Yeah, I don't know. That person still is gonna be one of my top quarterbacks. I feel he's not gonna have better than Lamar Jackson or Deshaun Watson. I think it's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough to say.
I'm not saying that automatically Dak will, but if Dak does, I wouldn't be surprised. I think he will. If he doesn't, that's fine. And if he does, I won't be that surprised.
The question is, what proof? Because the last 2 years, he really didn't throw that much touchdowns.
Who, Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott. He didn't really do that much.
Well, the proof is the quarterback. Yeah, the coach. The coach.
He's not like Russell Wilson.
No, that's so Mike McCarthy. That's the difference. I think when you take Jason Garrett out of the equation, you add in a new coach, same offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, a really good quarterback at Boise as well. So, he knows the game. He knows the position. He's not just a coordinator. He's a former QB. I think that's going to make the difference in Dak and put him in position to win. There were like a lot of games where Dak just made dumb mistakes that he didn't really need to make. And I don't know if Jason Garrett...
But what's the rule of thumb? It's not the coach is not playing. It's Dak
He's not playing, but it's the development.
You brought up Bill Belichick
earlier, right? And then the question for Century is: was it Tom or was it Bill?
First and foremost, don't ever compare McCarthy to Bill.
Never. No, not in
totally
that sense.
different.
Of
That's
course,
totally different type
but
thing.
we're talking about at least the development that the coach can impact on the quarterback.
But yeah, this is his first year. This is not no development. This is first year.
Yeah.
He can't develop something for a couple of months.
Well, it's a coach that's been coaching for at least 9 years.
Yeah, but this is his first year. You gotta keep in mind, especially with COVID. How many development do you really think they had with COVID?
They did that Zoom practice.
Zoom. What you gonna Zoom a
Yeah,
play?
because you don't remember Dak didn't show up for one of the Zoom.
Yeah, and his contract talk.
Well, that's what happened because they were negotiating, and then eventually they gave him the franchise tag. And I think in one of the mandatory Zoom meetings, he didn't show up to it.
Yeah, so I don't
It
know.
was like Zach didn't show up to Zoom.
He's a hit or miss. He could be great this year, but he could also be off this year. He's trying to get paid, so he might be great.
Was Dak available when you picked up Wentz? I'm curious.
Yeah, he was.
It was okay.
He was.
So you really,
I think Wentz is gonna get a better year. He has a lot of doubters right now. I like doubters,
he doesn't have the weapon.
but he's my backup, so I don't really care.
Oh, who's your starter?
Deshaun Watson, so it doesn't matter.
Then you got a good 1-2 punch.
Deshaun Watson is gonna have a better year.
Okay.
He's a quicker runner than Dak, and he's a runner.
I got you.
Dak only runs when something happens.
Yeah, that's true. He's when he's under duress and he can't do anything, then he'll run with the ball. So that's right.
The only problem with
have that running
Deshaun
mentality.
Watson, he doesn't have DeAndre Hopkins anymore. That's my biggest
But they
problem.
got Brandon Cooks. They have Will Fuller.
Yeah, but still, Hopkins is tough. You need like another Brandon Cooks with Fuller mixed in together to make another Hopkins.
Yeah, that's gonna be he lost a guy.
That's a great one.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Now, it might help your boy Kyler Murray though. It might help your boy Kyler Murray.
Will.
Yeah, I hope so.
The only problem Kyler Murray's gonna have is who should he throw the ball to? Fitzgerald, the veteran.
Yeah, you acting like this
Kirk,
guy is
the
like
rookie. Well, he's not a rookie. This is
this guy. I like
or
him.
Hopkins, the MVP.
I like him, but I don't know. I don't know what you think this guy is. I don't know if you think he's like the reincarnated of like Doug Flutie or some shit. This small stature.
Definitely his height. He definitely got Flutie's
Doug
height.
Flutie, who he got? Doug Flutie. He probably is because I don't know. He's too small, man.
Doug Flutie?
No,
Kyler
Murray. I think he's smaller than Doug Flutie.
He is small. Well, I think he is. I think they said he
short.
might be. I think he's like 5'9" and 3. Or
How many touchdowns
6.
he had last year?
I don't remember.
20s. The
20s. Yeah.
I think every quarter, even though the Josh like Rosen had like 20s, 20s is not that much. If you think about it.
Yeah, but the thing, he didn't have the same weapons.
And I don't even trust the coach.
Look at Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield had
fell off.
all these weapons.
Yeah, he fell off.
He didn't do good. So
because everybody,
didn't even have
you know what
weapons.
the problem with quarterbacks that draft is so high? Too much expectation and they suck afterwards. The ones that are actually really good, they don't get drafted number 1 or anything like that. Number 7, number 10, they're the ones.
What, QBs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about it. Who was drafted number 1 quarterback and was great? Besides a long time like Peyton Manning or something like that.
Let's see. Michael Vick was drafted number 1 out of Virginia Tech, right?
Underachieved, but I like him. He was great. I think he was great for a couple of years.
But I think he underachieved just because of the whole incident with the dogfighting.
Yes, true.
Coming up to that, when he was with Atlanta, I think he did outstanding.
Yeah, but who else though after that?
Let me count the ways. Carson Palmer, number 1. Cincinnati.
Definitely underachieved. Definitely.
USC, if I remember right.
Horrible.
Well, when you say underachieved, he had 10 good years.
I don't know about 10. He had 3 good years. 2 years with Cincinnati, probably 1 with Arizona, but you could call it a good year only because he went to the playoffs. But 3 good years.
Okay.
3.
Okay. Andrew Luck kind of switched the whole team.
He probably was the only one that kind of achieved.
No. There's more.
Yeah.
Like I said, let me count the ways.
Yeah.
The obvious one is Peyton Manning. Right?
I'm talking about before, not that long ago. Not that long. I'm talking about the last 10 years.
Okay, let's see.
Andrew Luck, he's
Joe Burrows. We don't know anything yet.
We don't know if he's gonna achieve.
It's too early.
Should have been 2, I think.
Jared Goff. Wentz is probably the better guy.
Jared Goff
now.
wasn't number 1.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Wentz was 2. Jared was number 1.
Jared Goff was not number 1. He was number 1 draft pick.
Yeah, number 1 overall.
Him?
Jared Goff was 1.
Well, obviously he didn't overachieve at all. So he's horrible. What year was Jared Goff number 1?
Let's see. We're talking 4 years.
That's a bad draft pick. Who did that?
Who drafted him?
Yeah,
Rams.
I know, but who's the general manager that drafted Jared Goff?
I think it was Jeff Fisher. Right, I think it was Jeff Fisher.
Was it Jared Goff? Who the hell? Damn, that's a bad draft pick.
Yeah.
What game? What college he was in?
Let's see. So I know Wentz was out of South Dakota. Jared Goff was out of Division I because Wentz was Division II.
That is horrible.
I'm drawing a blank at what college he went to. I just remember
that is horrible.
That was a comparison. But yeah, so Jared Goff was one.
Okay.
Well, look up the college and you tell
me. I'm gonna look it up because
I'm wrong.
He picked number 1. He went to California.
That
was a bad draft pick. I don't care. That was a bad draft. 2 Pro Bowls. I guess he had 2 Pro Bowls, but he's still underachieved.
Let's go. Let me count the ways. This is gonna be a bad. You're gonna attack me real quick as soon as I say Jameis Winston.
I don't know if that's a big underachievement. You know what?
I know. Because he's out of these current quarterbacks that I just named. He's the only one that's not starting. Well, obviously Joe Burrow, he's a rookie, so he's going to start.
Joe Burrow, I don't know. I have a feeling Joe Burrow is not going to be as successful in NFL as college because I know a lot of people are going to try to be on this little high horse, but if you take the banana, the skin off the banana, you think about it, he played 1 season as a starter. He killed that season. I'm not going to say he didn't kill the season. He got a championship and everything.
That's right.
But 1 season as a starter. Think about that.
Yeah.
That's a recipe for disaster. A recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Now, he might do good. I'm not going to say he's not bound. I don't think so. But he might do good. I still think Tua is a better quarterback.
Yeah, I think. I love the Miami Tua pick. Tua would have been number 1. He definitely would have been because of the injuries and because of the fact that they weren't sure, that he was really 100%. Not necessarily just because he had the injury, but in the future getting injured because he's much smaller and plus it's a bigger game, more impact. So yeah, he was drafted. He should have been 1. I love the pick. Joe Burrow's.
Just one.
I think Tua will have a better career.
I think Tua will have a better career. I just feel and especially he's in a bad system. He's in Cincinnati. Even though Tua probably Miami is a little different, but I think Miami have better weapons, and I don't think AJ Green wants to be in Cincinnati right now. And he always injured too. That's another thing with him.
Well, Tyler Boyd is probably the guy now. AJ Green knows he's no longer the man, and at some point he'll get traded or cut or whatever.
I don't need to get cut or traded.
Everybody else is underachieved. Baker Mayfield underachieved as a number 1 pick.
Maybe Johnny Manziel. Horrible.
Oh, that was horrible.
Was he number 1?
No, he was number 5.
Oh yeah,
number 5 out of Cleveland. And then he had that horrible. No, it was hard. He had a bad. The CFL, and the CFL didn't want him, so forget that.
That's hard.
So all of them pretty much, other than maybe 3 or 4 of them had a.
Andrew Luck was I think anomaly, so it was one of those things. He was really good. Yeah. He just can't stay healthy, and how he goes.
Kyler Murray will wait a little bit. Joe will wait a little. Baker Mayfield, we already know what that's all about. Jared Goff, I don't think he'll have a better year than the 2 years ago that he had, I think. So I don't see him. Yeah, so I guess maybe you prove your point to a good degree.
I don't know. It's tough. Especially, I just don't know. Joe Burrow's 1 good year and they drafted number 1.
It's just because he had probably the best college year of all time. Like in all of.
But you know how many times every year we say somebody has the best college year?
I remember when Sam Bradford won the Heisman. I remember when Tim Tebow won the Heisman. I remember when was Young. I forgot out of Texas.
Vince Young.
Vince Young out of Texas. When he had that great year, I think they won the championship that year because Colt McCoy took over the following year.
Well, how many? How many people always have the greatest year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're right. That's my point. Is that if you fast forward into the pro, Vince Young, like I said, he had a great year. Baker Mayfield had a great. He won the Heisman. Kyler Murray. Does it translate to the NFL the same way?
It's different.
Does it translate to fantasy the same way? Nah, not really.
That's what I'm saying.
So, I
would say I could put it like this. I think quarterbacks are probably the least important position in fantasy football.
It's funny that they're least important, but they also give you the most points.
Yes.
It's just that you have to balance who you're picking at what round to what points you'll get. That's why my point is that Kyler Murray is bad. I didn't draft Kyler Murray high. I think you're
not supposed to draft a quarterback guy unless it's obviously a lot of people draft Patrick Mahomes in the second and third round, but it's a tough. You can't draft quarterbacks that high.
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes is a different animal though, because he will go crazy. He'll go crazy on you.
He's like the Michael Jordan at this point in the NFL.
I think he's more LeBron. You got to say LeBron. Because no matter what, you still got Tom Brady. Although he don't do that much, he's still Michael Jordan, but he's like LeBron because he could do everything. He can do everything.
Yeah.
But I just don't think
Patrick
Mahomes is great. I don't know when he's gonna fall off. I don't even think he's gonna fall off.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah,
No way.
I don't think he's gonna fall off.
24 or
I
something?
think he's just having fun.
23 maybe?
That's when you know you're good, when you're just having fun.
Not only-
He should have really got 2 Super Bowls. If you really think about it. If it wasn't for that goddamn freaking offside on the defense,
Yeah.
it would have been 2 Super Bowls.
It's okay. He has $500 million right now
to cry his cry river, huh?
Yeah, what he can do, he can go buy another crib.
Yeah.
So when he gets upset about not winning that first Super Bowl, he can just go to the other crib and chill.
You think he's gonna get a prenup for that girl?
Nah.
Yeah, he's buggy. He should get a prenup.
Yeah,
he
well,
should get a prenup.
what he needs to do is talk to Dr. Dre.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And Dr. Dre be like, yo, listen, partner, this is what's going to happen.
You need to get a
okay?
prenup. I'm sorry.
In about 10 years, maybe 15, this is what's going to happen.
You know my stance about these guys that have money and girl. You got to get a prenup. Yo, Dr. Dre's ex-wife won $2 million a month.
Here's my real question, right? Through it all, right? Do you think she's actually going to win?
Nah, she can't.
You know what? She's a former lawyer, from what I understand.
She's in California.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna win because $2 million a month. That doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
No kids, no nothing, but $2 million a month.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But the thing is, didn't Jeff Bezos' wife?
But that's different.
What?
He's a multi-billionaire, and she really started from the bottom with him. That's different. This chick been married for what, 13 years? Was it 13 years?
25.
Holy shit!
They've been together for 25 years.
Yeah.
Because Dre,
I don't know, $2 million a month. Why she used to get a lump sum? Lump sum of like 20, 30 million.
Because I think it's the whole lottery thing. Is that you can get the whole thing, and if you lose it,
But you
always got that month to look forward for it to coming in. To always come
25 years they've been
25.
together?
Yeah. I'll look it up another time. But
damn,
I think it's 25 years they've been together. Yeah.
Listen, man.
Now her strategy could also be, hey, let me ask for $2 million, but I might get $1 million.
Yeah,
so
but
I'll be
you
happy.
know what was her? They read on what was the part of the expense of the $2 million? $900,000 in entertainment that she needs for. What the hell are you gonna do with $900,000 entertainment?
Probably build a club and just support the lighting and electricity and staff.
Patrick Mahomes need a prenup.
Yeah.
Every athlete need a prenup or don't get married.
Don't get married.
It's simple. I get it. Love, happiness, the thick and thin. But some of these women just want the bag.
Like if it was the opposite, right? If it was a dude, right? Do you think it would be the same scenario?
No, it would be the same exact same. No, I don't even.
But no. I'm saying, like, do you think, like, because there's a lot of people that say she should get it and she deserves it. No. You know,
That's
whether or not it makes sense. You know, but a lot of people say she deserves it. If you flip it, let's say like that whole Britney Spears and
they do it. Everybody do it. Why do you think Oprah is not married? Think about it.
With Stedman?
Yeah. Why do you think Oprah's not married?
Yeah, maybe he's not laying the pipe right.
No, well, I don't even think she wants the pipe. I think she wants other things, and I think she likes other people. But why do you think she
came out too friendly?
Yeah. But why do you think she's not married for a reason? She don't want to get married for a reason. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Certain people just don't get married for that one reason.
Yeah, I can go that route.
You got a lot of money, get a prenup.
She got a number 2 on the side.
I don't know. She got another girl on the side. That's what I think. I think
so?
her and Gail is kind of friendly.
Too friendly.
Too friendly. Do Gail got a boyfriend or girlfriend?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so at all.
Well, that's gonna be another episode we talk about because you know why she's not doing it.
Maybe she's best friends with Murray Povich.
Man, I don't know.
I'm saying, like, they're in that show or whatever.
Hey, it's about an hour. I'm thinking about done with this little topic of things.
Yeah. So. My team will be great. Your team will be good.
Well, NFL starting on Thursday, so it's gonna be one of those things. We're gonna see who's gonna be great. We're gonna see who's gonna be good. Good luck this fantasy football, because you know what's gonna happen.
I wonder when we're playing each other.
I don't know, but we're gonna see.
I'll get that quick W anyway.
You think so?
We'll
think
see.
so?
We'll see.
You think so? I don't know, man. But I'll see you later.
You don't know? I know.
don't know.
I know. You don't know, but I know.
I know. But see y'all later, okay?
Later.